He's quite the imposition, is he not? Surely you must have known our disappearance would not go unnoticed.
Oh, sure. I assumed your high table would try. Put up a contract, send someone sniffing around. I didn't think they'd dispatch the devil.
I presume our present location is not on any maps.
None. Nobody knows about this place. That's probably why your friend started searching at Edgar Wu's place in Chinatown.
Mr. Wu is in your employ?
He was. He ran everything south of 14. Made no secret of our relationship. Hell, he was proud of it.
I honestly believed that Hex, you, were a fiction, a myth, to keep the stuff in line.
I worked hard on that, staying out of sight.
Until you decided to kidnap us.
Yeah, until then. You have a higher purpose, and that purpose requires certain theatrics.
I always did enjoy a little theater. Edgar's boys are rather unpleasant, if I recall correctly.
Who among our kind are innocent? We are murderers, thieves, and worse.
Speak for yourself. We live by a code. There are rules.
True. For those without the vision to transcend them.
Wu made a last stand on safe ground.
Safe? Nowhere in this city is safe. My people lack the protections and grand illusions of the high table. Nothing is sacred. We live outside your pageantry and false currency. Edgar was loyal to the end. He told Wick nothing. A stronger man than many would be in his situation.
I presume from your demeanor that this was not the end of Mr. Wick's search.
Oh no. He'd barely begun.
Why on earth did you bring us here, Hex? It has been wonderful catching up, I must say, but there are other matters we could both be attending to.
You are the key to a particularly difficult lock. You see, the high table who rule over your hotel and the world beyond it, they're a mask. A polite facade, like all governments, over a simple truth. Power defines our place. Power defines our reality.
The High Table has never been shy in this matter. All declare fealty. All must be of service.
Well, maybe not all.
All who wish to keep their heads?
The powerful. You see, they don't respect those who bend the knee. They celebrate them, flatter them, give them titles and lands and the illusion of self-determinism, but they don't respect them. Power respects power. To earn a place by their side, a man needs to demonstrate power.
Is that why you plucked us en route? An attempt to demonstrate power?
No. See, killing you on the steps of the Continental, on sacred ground, and fearing no repercussions, that demonstrates power.
They will hunt you down. The adjudicator
Will respect me and my birthright.
Please, continue your story. I wonder where Jonathan went next.
Elysium, one of Wu's clubs. Cheap thrills and overpriced drinks. Its only admirable quality is its owner, a brawler named Osborne. Man after my own heart. Wick thought someone like Osborne would know where to find me. But to ask, he'd need to fight his way to the center of the fortress.
They say that Osborne worked his way up from dancer to bouncer to owner. An American success story.
Yes, though that version of the story leaves out a few unfortunate accidents.
Accidents?
Rooftop falls, dislocated limbs, gunshot wounds.
I see.
Osborn was outraged at Wick's intrusion. To break into his club, kill his men. The young caged bear decided to fight him. Osborn's tough, but he's not so smart.
Such noise brought the crowd?
Yeah, you bet your ass it did. Osborn's men cleared the patrons, and then they rained down hell on him. Osborn was a dead end, and that might have been the end of it. If Wick had taken a different exit route.
He saw something.
Crates. With my mark. Wick knew where they'd come from.
The docks.
That makes sense.
The harbor has become a dangerous destination in recent weeks. A war brews. Many dinner reservations.
The king is dead. Long live the king. He had a daughter, a woman grown. I imagine she felt there was a birthright to be exercised.
A contested birthright.
They always are. They contest mine, too. You see, my blood is a promise. My father sat on the high table. It is my right to do the same.
You're Noel Hochstetler's son. He lost his seat when I was just a young man.
He didn't lose his seat. It was stolen from him.
Oh no, I'm sorry, my boy. Your father deserved the justice that found him. He did unspeakable things, broke every rule we have.
Kings set laws. They're not judged by them.
I am sure that the new harbor master felt the same way. I use the past tense. I assume, given her later meeting with Mr. Wick, that this is appropriate.
It is.
A powder keg about to explode.
And Jonathan, a man possessed by fire.
A lot of tools on hand for Mr. Wick's craft, I imagine.
We move everything the city needs through that harbor. Merchandise, people, weapons. The high table occasionally attempts to cut us off, but I protect my investments. War's brewing among the different crews. They're even better armed than usual.
The harbor master. She knew of Mr. Wick's approach.
Word reached her. She decided to make her last stand on her father's own ship. When the boogeyman comes knocking, the wise hide and make preparations.
Quite the opposite. The wise know that no preparations can be made.
We'll see.
she answered his questions, directed him to us.
Pointed to the only person she knew could reach me. Yoshiko.
The forger.
She is an artist. To the world above, she's an institution. But to us, down here, she's a master. There's not a painting she can't forge, or a document she cannot reproduce to your exact specification.
I have seen her work.
Likely many more times than you realize. It's testament to her talent that those above let her work with men like our hosts. You'd have to be very useful indeed to be given such latitude. She's exhibiting her more public work in New York as we speak, I believe.
You seem relaxed, Hicks.
I am. You see, either Wick dies in that gallery at the hands of my men, or via the contingency I've set in motion. I wouldn't want you to miss your appointment on the steps of the Continental.
I've seen too many make the exact mistake you're barreling towards, thinking that they alone will succeed, where so many have failed before.
Yoshiko is renowned within the art world. Her influence, her power, is inescapable. It will be spoken of decades after her death.
An immortality so few in our profession enjoy. I wonder how that history would be told if her full body of work was exhibited in public.
Art has always served power. It has brought favor and influence. It has rebuilt civilizations and moved mountains. It has killed old gods.
In which case, John Wick belongs in the pantheon.
I look forward to exhibiting a posthumous retrospective of his work.
I hope that Mr. Wick's disturbance did not damage too much of her merchandise.
No, Jonathan's like an elegant bull in a china shop.
Her exclusive collection is on sale in the same gallery?
Of course. So many people sleepwalk through this city without turning a corner, whispering a hushed word, or opening a door to our world beneath. And they miss great works.
Many of them hollow, I presume.
Our world has no time for beauty. But if you peel back the surface, beneath the bourgeois veneer, you might find
Unlicensed firearms, drugs.
I was going to say meaning.
She didn't fight?
Of course not.
She did not at least try?
Yoshiko has maintained her position so long by knowing her limits. She didn't stand a chance against someone like Wick. She knew it. And besides, she had precise instructions.
Oh, your little contingency plan?
Yes. Yoshiko directed Wick to a bank in Switzerland. She gave him the details of a vault containing information on my entire operation. My grand and impressive wealth.
A vault which contains no such information. No such wealth?
Why put your money in a vault when you can buy the bank? My employees led Wick to the vault and locked it behind him.
Clean.
How many have died attempting to take him on directly? I mean, for all the legends and stories of his skill, he's only human. Even John Wick would have died without air and water. If my men had been a little more patient.
So difficult to find good help these days.
Right? I mean, if they left him there, nature would have snuffed him out alone in the dark. But every fool with a gun wants to be the one who got Baba Yaga.
The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry.
He killed everyone, I imagine?
Of course.
An impressive withdrawal.
I also overestimated the loyalty of my man.
Another ally for Mr. Wick?
Of a sort. He quivered and cried in the face of the monster. Helped Wick escape so he could keep gulping down air.
Smart.
No. It really wasn't. Sniveling banker had armed Wick with one final piece of information. The location of my daughter's stronghold in the mountains.
An important location?
From there, she controls my entire European operation. She is my most loyal lieutenant. But above all, she's my daughter.
A renowned monster.
More slander. Your kind will stop at nothing to ensure fealty. To ensure we stay under your heel.
You have yet to feel that, my friend. Whatever your grievances are, we play no part in your petty squabble with the High Table.
You are everything! You're their infrastructure. You're their illusion of class and etiquette, which they think shields them from the judgment of the gods above even them. You are the embodiment of their corruption, their hypocrisy. They cover themselves in rules and coins and bullshit, and they think that makes them human.
Oh, so you decided to start a war?
You think I started this?
I know you did.
My father
Is no longer with us. The sins you perceive against him do not justify your own.
The only sins that matter now are those of Wick. Against my family. Because what he did next was unforgivable. John Wick lies to himself that his morality holds weight. All of you do.
We live by rules. Simple rules. Rules that keep our baser instincts in check.
As I said, bullshit.
I am confused. You speak of your birthright, but dismiss the institution that would empower that birthright. Perhaps you are confused.
No, I am free.
Your freedom had a price. Your father paid it. I fear your daughter may have done so also. I have no doubt.
The things she did for me. Impossible things. Things no father should ever have to ask. She was gifted her place by my blood. But she earned it tenfold in that of my enemies.
In times like these, it's important to keep a sense of perspective.
She killed all who stood in my way. She was the soldier who led my men into battle. She shepherded my empire to greatness. Deserved so much better. The seed I'm doing this for was meant for her.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Fuck you. And fuck John Wick.
She did not tell him where to find you.
Never. She was loyal until her last breath. Wick's search ended there. Blinded by ice and snow. He'll never find you.
It doesn't need to end like this. If you let us go, mercy is a possibility.
Where was mercy for my daughter? Without her, my birthright is useless. It's done. I'm done. It's all falling apart. All I want now is for him to die, and you both to watch.
You cannot possibly think you stand a chance.
My man in Switzerland saw Wick catch a plane back to New York. He just landed.
I think you're about to do something exceptionally foolish.
So be it. I'm under City Hall Station. Come find me, you little shit. I'll be here soon. see it so clearly now. The rights I spent a lifetime fighting to regain mean nothing compared to the pleasure I will feel watching you die. My men will end you. And if they don't, I'll do it myself. Look at you, fighting, killing for a regime of weak men working to hold back the strong. They demand fealty, and they take our lives. I'm gonna kill you, John. I'm gonna kill you in memory of what you have taken from me, and in memory of what men like you took from my father. It's over. Thank your God that you won't live to lose what you've taken from me. This life of ours is a cruel joke, John. And I am the fucking punchline.
Jonathan.
A pleasure to see you again, Mr. Wick. A visit to the Holy